Hello and welcome to Winter Disco Tabletop Gaming. In this video we're checking out the pre-order releases for Games Workshop. It's 24th of July 2021 and we've got the new starter sets and paint sets and terrain sets and a bunch of stuff for Age of Sigmar 3rd edition. We've had Dominion, but now we've got Extremis, Harbinger, the Warrior set and a bunch of paint sets. So let's get stuck into it. So the biggest release for this week is the Age of Sigmar 3rd edition starter set Extremis. This is the biggest set that you can get. It includes all the models from the Harbinger set and then a whole bunch of terrain. So let's go through exactly what you get, because there's a ton of stuff we need to get through. So you get 10 Stormcast Eternals, which include a Lord Imperator with 1 Gryph-hound, which you can see the Lord Imperator there, in all 360 glory. Very cool model to put together, pretty simple, straightforward. These are all push fit models as well, just so you're aware, so you don't need glue. And I've put a lot of these together from the Dominion set and they go together really nicely. So really simple, like this Gryph-hound is like 3 or 4 parts, if that. And you also get 3 Praetors, which are the halberd wielding models. Again, really nice models. You do get a lot of mold lines on these and join lines like along this area here, but really, really nice models otherwise. And then you also get 5 Vindicators, which are the new core battle line Stormcast Eternals. So they have spears and shields. Much more streamlined design than the older Stormcast models. You also get 22 Cruel Boys, so a ton of them. Ooh, this is a good one. So it has one of the best models here. You get the Shaman. This is the Swamp Caller Shaman with the Gargant Skull on the back, which is just awesome. Such a cool design. It's really, really nice. I love all the little details and everything, all the little hanging bits off. And he has an offsider, which is called a pot grot. And he has a pot hold on to a bunch of stuff. So he mixes up all the potions and poisons and things like that. We also get 10 Gut Rippers, which are the Cruel Boys main battle line unit. With these really, if you haven't seen these models, I definitely encourage you to go check out the videos that we've got on the channel, because they are just awesome. So nice to put together. So much detail in there, from the cuts on the spears to the stitches to the mask, the screamer mask, I can't even get it right. The screamer shields. Just, they are stunning models. Very much a callback to earlier times of Warhammer Fantasy Battles and Orcs with that particular shield. Yeah, so all the shields are individual and unique, which is really nice. And you also get 10 Hobgrot Slitters. So these are little hobgrots, hobgoblins, hobgrots, that's what you call it. Pretty simple, straight together. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Nothing too crazy with these. So you also get 6 War Scroll cards and 2 Allegiance ability cards, so you can quickly look it up during a game. So very straightforward, nothing too complicated there. Then you get 5 bits of terrain. So we have the main ones here. So first up we have the Nexus Siphon, which is this bad boy here, which is a new piece of terrain. A lot of fantasy elements going on there with the siphoning of celestial energy or something like that. Who knows? Looks like a really big piece. Very straightforward to put together, I would imagine. Then you also get the Guardian Idol, which is this piece here. A really cool statue, just very, very nice. For some reason they need the statue first before they actually build anything, but that's okay. And the entire statue itself is overtaking the old ruins. Really, this new edition is about reclaiming the mortal realms after they got taken off by all the bad guys. So very nice statue there. Then we also get some domicile shells, which is the terrain. So this is the terrain that I don't particularly like. It's okay. I mean, it's fine. I just don't particularly like it. I think it's because of all the framework and scaffolding around. And then you get the other version here, which is essentially the same thing. It's in the middle of being reconstructed. And then we get a pile of pillars, because you need more pillars. This is literally a pile that you can put into some like scatter terrain. What else do we get? I'm just looking through the list now to make sure I don't miss anything. You get a double-sided board. So I don't know if this is paper or actually like hard card or thick card. If I recall correctly, the 40k version did have hard card, so I imagine it's the same. It's 30 by 22.4 inches, and this is one of the standard sizes that you could play a game on. You also get rulers and dice. So we'll go to this one here. So 2 plastic rulers, which we're very familiar with, and a whole bunch of dice. 10 dice, you need D6s. You also get the core rules in a small book, which is awesome. You get information on the Extremis edition, which will have basically how to put the models together and a basic how to play type setup. Reference sheets, which is very handy. So really, I won't go through the sprues because we've got a lot to get through. There's a lot of stuff in this. And I have picked up this edition, so we'll be unboxing that on the channel and probably putting more models together and doing a bit of a series on that, and maybe even how to play, who knows. So let's move on. Now we have the step down. This is like the tier 2 version. This is the Harbinger set. So in this one you get, let's have a look. It's essentially the same as the Extremis set without the train. So in Australia, you're saving like $110, so it's almost half price. So it's a cool little set if you want to bulk up your army. Then we also have the Warrior Starter Set. This is 65 Australian, definitely cheaper overseas in other territories. But this is just a cool little kit for someone who is fairly interested in Age of Sigmar, and you can pick it up. You've got 5, I think it's 5? Yeah, we'll say it's 5 Stormcast Eternal, so the 5 Vindicators. You get a Banner Bearer as well, and then some Krulboy Orcs, so the Gut Rippers, and the Killer Boss with Stabgrot. We just want to show off the Stabgrot because that is the best model. Oh, there's no Stabgrot. Oh, there he is. There he is. Stabgrot, best boy. One of the best models in the whole kit. So again, I'm not going to go too much into detail into this because you pretty much know what you're going to get. So moving on, we have the Getting Started with Age of Sigmar book. This is a book and it comes with 2 models. Super, super nice. 2 easy to build models, push fit models. They go together really easily. So we'll look at the sprue there. So this is a standalone sprue specifically for this release. They did exactly the same with 40k, which had a Necron and a Space Marine. And you'll have no problem putting these together. You just got to cut them out, push them together. So you can see in this book itself, it has basically how to play, like background stuff, how to collect the starter sets, battle tomes, so kind of advertising, how to paint them, playing the game, and the rules. So it actually seems to have possibly the full rules in here. Interesting. How you play with 2 models, who knows? But it is what it is, and that is $28 Australian. A little bit more pricey than I think the 40k one, but that was almost 2 years ago. So who knows what they're doing with the prices. Now let's get on to the paints. This is the paint and tool set. 77 Australian. You do essentially run a big discount here. You get 10 paints and it's good to go. Actually, I think it's more. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 paints. It's pretty good value there. And you also get snippers, a little starter brush, and a little mold line remover, which I think I really like that size. I got a couple of these now and they're really nice. But just so we can see what colors you get Corax White, Abaddon Black, Avalon Sunset, Leadbelcher, Cantor Blue, Mephiston Red, Rhinox Hide, Retributor Armor, Auric Flesh, Bugman's Glow, Steel Legion Drab, Sterling Mud, and Agrax Earthshade. So it's a good little starter kit that will get you through painting if you pick up one of the new starter sets, or if you've got Dominion. Enough paints in there, maybe you should be able to paint the whole set. Then we have the more faction-specific starter paint sets, which is the Vindicators one. This is for the Stormcast. So you only get 6 paints in here. Retributor Armor, Corax White, Agrax Earthshade, Cantor Blue, Sterling Mud, and Leadbelcher, 2 of the new Vindicators, and a brush. This is also just a cool little project kit. If you know someone is interested in Age of Sigmar, but you don't really know, you can pick that up if they're more interested in doing things. And then we get the equivalent for the Gut Rippers. So you get 3 Gut Rippers in here. And paint-wise, you get Auric Flash, Steel Legion Drab, Agrax Earthshade, Mephiston Red, Sterling Mud, and Leadbelcher. Again, really straightforward, nothing too fancy in this kit, but just a nice little sprue of 3 of the Gut Rippers. Very nice. Now, we have the expansion set. This is some of the terrain that you get in the Extremis set, and then a board. So we do get the domiciles, which we've already seen. You get 2 of these statues. Again, let's just do a 360 of that. It's a really nice design. Yeah. I mean, you got to build the statues first because that's obvious. That's what you got to do. And you also get the reversible board as well. So yeah, nice little kit there. Nice little upgrade. I think that would definitely complement what you get in the Extremis set. Now we get a re-release of Mulan Sorcery and Endless Spells. So for 110, I believe this is definitely a big discount if you were buying these separately, because I don't recall them all coming in a single box. I could be very wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't recall that being the case. So these are all just endless spells, including this bad boy here, which was like the poster child for endless spells when they came out. Such a cool model. It's just a spiky ball of skull. So there's lots of different ones in here. We go through the sprues. You've probably seen them before. A whole bunch of bases. Yeah, maybe they did release it all at once. Honestly, I can't remember. It came out a long time ago. So there you go. You get a whole bunch in there. I'm not going to go through them all because I want to keep this video pretty tight. But if you didn't pick them up and you need them, definitely you can get them now. I think a lot cheaper. And then we have a Forbidden Power set, and this is more for the bad guys, more for death. So we've got like a giant Nagash ghost there, Bone Man in a bone boat. Yeah, so some really cool stuff that if you do run endless spells, you probably would have this already, but if you didn't, you can pick them up. So that's all. Oh no, we do have more. The Monumental Engine, which is some new terrain. Or maybe it's been out. Honestly, I can't remember. I don't recall seeing this before, but it could have been out. So yeah, some more terrain, because more terrain is fun. So there we go. Just a pretty simple thing, like nothing too fancy. Sprue-wise, they go together. Like, really not much more to say. It probably locks together pretty easily. So that's all the Age of Sigmar stuff. So we do have some, sorry, not what I meant. That's the end of the Age of Sigmar main release. We have some limited edition tournament models. So because the world is pretty crazy at the moment and we can't leave the house, tournaments essentially got cancelled. And normally when there's official tournaments or unofficial tournaments, sometimes there'll be some limited edition, limited release Warhammer figures. In this case, we have a Knight Questor for Age of Sigmar and then a Necron. We'll have a look at the Necron in a second. So you can pick these up now for very limited time. So they're made to order, $55 each Australian, very straightforward. Yeah, you can see just goes together and you can see how old it is. It's 2019, simply because you could just not run tournaments, so we couldn't get these models out. So these are push fit, easy to build, like 5 parts, very straightforward. And then finally, Lord Hazmatef, the Resplendent, which is a Necron. Pretty standard, straightforward Necron model. Nothing too over the top, but if you do want some limited edition models to add to your collection, you got them. You can pick them up. So there we go. This one is actually a new one, 2021. Interesting. And Necron's, what, 5 pieces? 6 pieces maybe. And it slots in. Job done. So that's all we've got for pre-releases, pre-orders this week. If you do want to get these models and you want to support out the channel, check the link in the description. If you're in the UK or EU, there'll be an affiliate link to Element Games where you can get it from. You get it's like 15 to 20% discount off these prices. And it also helps out the channel because we're part of their affiliate program. So it means we can get more models and get more stuff to show off on the channel. So that's where I'm going to leave it. Let me know if you're going to buy any of these. Like I've said, I've already picked up the Extremis set. That will be coming next week, so we'll do some unboxings of that. And in the meantime, thanks for watching. I will catch you in another video.